For updates on sports stories across the globe, Aaron Akerijola and Abi Iyomon join us. Good morning to you both, and good to see you. Abi looking like a winner already in that jersey, and of course, the money man, Aaron. Good to see you. Welcome.
All right, a very good morning to you, Ayo. Good morning to you, Doctor.
Aaron,
good morning to you, Fine. Let's get it started today.
You have to debrief us on this, your cap. Abadi.
Don't worry, just give you the little.
No, the answer is
a little bit of touch, a little bit of touch. But all right, as you can actually see behind us, is the pitch that will host the encounter tonight. Some will say the calm before the storm, or maybe the deluge before the storm. It's been raining cat and dog since the early hours of this morning. We are hoping that the rains come out in their full force this morning so that it will make this particular pitch pristine for play later on this evening. The truth is this is the best pitch we have in Nigeria. And this rain will be the litmus test if it can stand the test of rains. If it will be muddy, we'll find out later on. But for now, it's looking lush, it's looking green. And the Super Eagles are already. They trained yesterday and they seem to be in high spirit, I must actually say. Now, moving away from the Super Eagles to the South Africans, they've decided to put all the supposed antics and all the hitches and the hiccups they had coming into Nigeria, the delayed 18-hour journey from South Africa to Nigeria. They were supposed to land in Lagos. They ended up in Port Harcourt, and their trading blaze and trading wars talking about SAFA and the NFF. The NFF has said, you guys delayed by 5 hours. You said you're going to land in Lagos. You ended up landing in Port Harcourt. And we did the very best we could. And you made it very difficult for us. And SAFA are claiming that underhand tactics might be responsible for that particular delay. But that will never matter, because come tonight, 8 p.m. Nigerian time, the Super Eagles will be going out against the Bafana of South Africa with the hope of getting all 3 points for the Super Eagles. Talking about 3 points, you look at that Group C, and you find out that it is delicately poised at the moment. Yesterday, a huge lifeline was given to the Super Eagles thanks to the fact that Benin Republic beat the then table toppers Rwanda. That means at the moment, Nigeria has been demoted to 4th. But that would also mean that if the Super Eagles do win today, we will leapfrog from 4th to the 1st. As you can actually see there on the table, it is looking it's looking poised, and it's looking all set for the Super Eagles to dominate the particular group, because Rwanda were leading, but now that particular loss means that if the Super Eagles can win today and also cap it up with a win in Abidjan on Monday, the Super Eagles will open a very healthy lead against the rest of the contingents in Group C, which is very, very, very good. Abi, that's quite remarkable, because I didn't see that one coming. Rwanda losing to Benin.
Well, I think, like you said, it is rightfully in favor of the Super Eagles. They need to get this victory tonight. We know that South Africa and the SAFA and the NFF have been in a battle of words overnight. And the NFF came out to defend themselves, but so many will also look at the antics of South Africa and compare it to that of the Arabs, who usually try to surprise the host nation and just arrive. But it did not go in favor of South Africa. But we have to keep in mind that Nigeria will also be playing a second leg. Hopefully, it's not also a repeat of this is not done to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. But for now, we have to look at this game. Last night, 22 of the players trained. We had Chukwueze a doubt for that game. He wasn't training with the rest of the team. But by Chukwueze's absence, we also have a lot of players to pick from. There's Ademola Lookman.
Maybe. Speaking about absence,
yes.
We've been monitoring that particular situation. Daniel Debulo Mokachi. At the moment, there have been talks about that particular contract that has been given to him. All right, Emmanuel Babayaro, ex-international of the Nigerian football, has actually spoken on behalf of Daniel Debulo Mokachi. He released a statement that says that Daniel Debulo Mokachi accepted the contract that was given. No, so rather accepted the position, but rejected the contract. And the contract states that he is not to be earning a salary. And secondly, the coach, talking about Finidi George, will determine whether or not he is invited to be part of the backroom staff for any engagement.
Well, I think for someone of Dan Amokachi's caliber, he's been an assistant coach and at some point a coach.
But we said it yesterday
and at some point he was a coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
We said it yesterday and you were defending them, you, Aaron. We said it. We said this thing yesterday.
No, we have not heard from the NFF. This is Emmanuel Babayaro speaking on behalf of his friend, Daniel Amokachi. We've not heard from the NFF yet. So the NFF has not confirmed if truly that they said they will actually do this without a salary. And secondly, whether the coach would determine when he comes in on when he is to be frozen out of the squad.
Yeah, for Amokachi, like we've all said already, Amokachi is someone who was the assistant coach of Nigeria at some point, and at some point gaffed the same team. And we know that Amokachi is one person that CAF calls and invites with payments and all of that. So he will probably be looking at his own prestige and his own integrity or caliber to say, why do I have to be reduced to this level? But we'll see how the drama brews between the NFF and Amokachi, as well as the coaching situation. And we'll move away from that and we'll go to tennis as the French Open, where Iga Swiatek defeated Coco Gauff on straight sets to progress to the finals of this occasion. Let's not forget that she's vying to become only the second woman to win a French Open 3 consecutive times. She'll be facing on Paolini, who defeated Andreeva, the 17-year-old, who was able to get a victory over Sabalenka. Let's see if Paolini is the person to stop Swiatek, or Swiatek breaks equals the record that was set in 2007 by Justin Lenin. And we'll also see matches today being played in the French Open. We'll look at some interesting games. We'll see Carlos Alcaraz, and we'll also see Yannick Sinner in action. That's in the first semi-final and in the second semi-final.
The final before the finals, by the way.
Exactly. We'll see Casper Ruud and Zverev. These are interesting matchups. I think so many expected Carlos Alcaraz to get to the semi-finals, and he's done it against a Yannick Sinner, who is also a very great rival. And the other match is going to be a very interesting game. We'll see how that pounds that. And we'll go to the NBA, where the first game of the NBA finals was played with Celtics completely dominating that game against the Mavericks. Now the Celtics will be going home in Game 2 to take on the Mavericks. Let's not forget that 70% of all the matches that have been won on Game 1, the winner always emerges the winner of the NBA Finals. We'll see if the Celtics can do that on this particular encounter, or if the Mavericks can get the victory.
Kyrie Irving is in the mix, and because Doncic is in rich vein of form. Trust me, I know the Mavs will turn it around. We've not seen this level of dominance since the early 2010s when Dirk Nowitzki actually did it for the Mavs. They actually had to come behind and actually do. But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens today. Over to you guys.
All right, Aaron, but we said this thing yesterday. See, there were stories that had come out that Amokachi was not happy about that contract. And that was the reason for him not coming. I mean, these were the things we know already. It's in public glare. See, the fact that Emmanuel Babayaro is saying it now does not change the fact that it's already in public glare and it is known. And if the NFF, because they want to cover their own interests, do not come out to say, do you expect that the NFF will come out and talk about discrepancy, that Amokachi did not accept a contract that is supposed to be in their own best interest? They will never. If you are waiting for the NFF to come out and talk about Amokachi's contract, you will wait till eternity. It will not happen because they are involved. So for us to be able...
So they will need to address it at some point.
They are not going to address anything, and they've not addressed it till now. So the truth is, let's be realistic. What do we want from Amokachi? Do we want him to be there or not? Let us make a decision on this matter once and for all. Congratulations to my Ghanaian sister, Paolini, and I'm proud of her. And you see, everything in Africa we claim. And why I say my Ghanaian sister, you know why? Because Paolini's father, Ugo, is Italian. Paolini's mother is a mixture between Ghana and Polish. She's seeded number 12. I mean, when I saw the game against Rabakina, I knew that she was set for great things. I'm not surprised that she also beat Marieva. Marieva did a very excellent job against Sabalenka. You know, but hopefully, let's say how it's going to play out. Iga Swiatek is a formidable force in the final. So, you know, one way or the other, since we don't have any African representative in Wimbledon, Roland Garros as we speak, we'll claim Paolini as our Ghanaian sister. We'll claim her.
We claim her because that's the same way they claim people as well. The moment you're doing well, they say success has many fathers. They start to say British, Nigerian, British, Ghanaian. So Ghanaian,
yes,
Polish,
Polish,
Ghanaian, Italian.
Ghanaian, Polish.
Yeah. But I mean, our Nigerian, fully Nigerian Super Eagles are going to be out there this evening. And of course, a lot of people would make reference to the 2017 game and saying that hope we're able to pay back. And, with regards to a win tonight in, at the stadium. I know, Aaron, you had mentioned earlier that the rain was the best weather in terms of for the football. So hopefully we have the best in terms of not just the weather, but like you talked about the pitch as well for the match this evening. No excuses. We're rooting for them. I don't know how ticket sales have gone. I'm also hoping that we'll see a full stadium in Uyo. Thankfully, the strike has been relaxed, so flights are on. So people who would like to fly even to Uyo as well can do that this evening to support the Super Eagles on this first leg and hopeful that they would qualify for the World Cup.
Okay, quickly. Now, the match against South Africa today is a must-win match. As you both have also pointed out. We have a match today, we have a match on Monday. But what I find curious is that Finidi George has adopted what is called a 4-3-3 formation, which is different from the 3-4-3 formation that Jose Peseiro adopted in the African Cup of Nations, particularly when we were playing Côte d'Ivoire. So do we have any hope that this 4-3-3 formation will work? Because what it means is that it will have a flat 4 at the back, and then in front it will be depending on the troika of Kelechi Iheanacho, Victor Boniface, and Ademola Lookman. Would that work? But in any case, as Nigerians, what we just want is a win. Now, as for the French Open, now we have a Swiatek going through, but the big story there is that Coco Gauff is protesting. He says that the French umpire, the umpire at the French Open was not fair to her. Whether that will be resolved one way or the other, what we now know is that we have Swiatek and Paolini in the finals. Andriva, 17-year-old Andriva, lost out. But in any case, that is what it is. But the match to watch today is the one between Alcaraz and Sinner, who are in the semi-finals today. And that has been billed as a major match of the day. Because Alcaraz and Sinner look like, the persons who will replace the big three of Djokovic, Rafael Nadal, and who else is there? Roger Federer. True. Who, for the first time since 2004, are not in the finals of the French Open. So, but you then have Zverev and Casper Ruud on the other side, who will be in the second semi-finals. But many people will think the match has been decided, the title has been decided after the Alcaraz and Sinner tournament today. Djokovic pulled out. There's some good news about him. He gave Casper Ruud the advantage. The good news is that he went through a new surgery to correct the issue with ligaments in his right knee. He says he's okay now, he's fine. But will he be able to make it to Wimbledon? We do not know. Premier League, the VAR, there's some agreement now at the end of the annual general meeting that the VAR should be sustained in the Premier League, but with a number of adjustments that could improve fan enjoyment and that could raise the threshold for the application of VAR. Finally, looks like Anthony Joshua, will be in the ring very soon. After he meets Du Bois in September 21, and in December, after that clash in Riyadh between Usyk and Fury, he will take on. So his career is in the resurgence. But the one we need to worry about immediately is how this 4-3-3 formation of Finidi George today will work out. You will be there. You will give us the reports. Let's see how it plays out. Yeah. Thank you very much indeed.
Just about that particular formation, I think, okay.
Yeah, I'm with you. Go ahead, briefly.
Okay, briefly, it's good we talk about that particular formation. Victor Boniface will be the biggest beneficiary of this because usually we always play with Osimhen up front and always isolated. But having people to
Make for you.
yes, would be fantastic. And remember, Ademola Lookman, it'd be his coming in, not just with so much confidence, but also in a rich vein of form. So that's what happens today. All that matters is that the Super Eagles win today. And that's all that matters. Go top of the table and try to consolidate on Monday.
Well, thank you, Aaron. Thank you, AB. AB is the one wearing the jersey. If matters get really serious, Aaron, we will argue that you two should go onto the pitch. So you take the jersey.
I'm also putting on green. I'm also putting on green.
This is the attire you use to go and play football.
Super Eagles also. In my own green.
Aaron, show me your leg. Show me your leg for your skill. Let me see.
And
Jump up.
a little white pocket square as well.
Aaron, just jump up. Let me see your leg. Let me see your leg. Just do Ronaldo move for me. Oh yeah. Show it.
Is how Ronaldo does it.
We are fully decked out.
Hey,
Not fully decked out.
Anyway, thank you, Aaron. Thank you, AB.